Hello everybody. I got my book here, some flowers. I'm on a trashy boat. Let's open up this book.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning.
Oh, wait. Octane cakes? Oh, you changed your name? Vertical on. Normal. So I guess I can't have... Alrighty.
The house.
Welcome to my
Someone
house.
had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
Dang. Just like Fred. Yep, Fred changed his name too.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up. I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Dang. See, that's my house over there. Imagine have to go
Inside
this
the
far
mailbox
just to get your
was
mail.
7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh, can I not do anything about that one?
In her will,
Oh yeah,
my mother
this
left
is
me
also my
keys,
last
but
stream,
didn't
by
tell
the
me
way.
what it unlocked.
I finished Hellblade.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Let's go down this way. Well, yeah, I finished Hellblade. This one is What Remains of Edith
Even
Finch.
after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
But yeah, I finished Hellblade a while earlier today. This one's gonna be my last one, and I don't think I'm gonna finish the entire game. So, in like a few weeks or so, depending on how things go,
like I remember
I'll finish it.
the way I've been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
See what's in the back. Peephole. Doggy door. Yeah, sneaking in through my own garage.
Used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
That's depressing.
Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Molly's a cat. Molly likes to ride the trolley.
Ooh, that's a big ride, man.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
That's true, I guess. That's the garage.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile, too many teeth.
Oh, I don't like that analogy. Be eaten.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
I'm fat.
Yep. Are you having a baby?
I'm preggers.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara.
That's
Along
cool.
with the rest of the house.
He built this whole house?
Yeah.
He did a lot of work. There's a key.
That's
Edie
nice.
told me once that every finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Oh. That's not a good library.
That's bad.
Let's go upstairs.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Petty.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
See if it works. Aw, snap. I got a book. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
I'll be climbing through your windows.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Oh my god, it's a room!
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Guess that's an owl.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Oof. I like it when you call me Molly.
Because I'm a fallen. Hi.
It's a Frozen! What's up, Frozen?
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Dang. Alright, let's go over here. Molly liked jellyfish.
That's a starfish. A starfish.
What's that?
Jellyfish.
Exactly, Molly liked jellyfish.
Huh.
Yeah, this is What Remains of Edith Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
I want food.
It's the goldfish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Oh, man.
Okay, so
I kept eating and eating.
you ever eat toothpaste before? Gotta stay minty fresh.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Those aren't good for you.
Eat, Christopher. I wanna eat the gerbil.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
I turned
I was
into
a
a cat. I'm a kitty cat. I'm a
I tried
kitty
to be
cat.
quiet, but the bird was really scared.
This is cool.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Following the bird.
I
'Cause I'm a
jumped and
kitty
almost
cat.
got her.
I'm a kitty cat.
Mom,
I go meow.
he's a kitty cat.
Now
She's
I
a
was at
kitty
the
cat.
big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Aw, snap, I'm looking for the field mice.
Rabbits.
Where the rabbits at? I don't see the rabbits.
Now, go look. Follow the grass. That one.
I got the rabbit.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up.
I ate the
and
bunny.
I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
How hungry are you?
Always hungry.
Oh yeah, that's you, right?
Yeah.
But girl,
A mama rabbit.
Yeah. Aw, snap, it's a mama rabbit.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Wee. I'm a shark. I'm a shark.
I think he's
I'm a shark. I'm a shark. I'm a shark. Shark. I'm a shark. I'm a shark.
Mom,
I'm a shark. I'm a shark.
he is now a shark. A share.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Go up.
Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
What? Where's the seal at? No, I didn't. I didn't do the eating animation.
Where is it?
There he is.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
How's this cannibal? I'm a shark, not a seal.
Yes, you are.
No,
You're everything.
I'm a shark.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm a snake. No, I'm a octopus.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
No, I eat people.
I was big, and I moved real quiet.
Um. There we go. Just got
I
to
wanted
eat.
to stop, but also I didn't.
How is cannibalism? No.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have. So I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
use the toilet.
I got closer and closer.
It's herself.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Nom 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 nom. Hope I want to check something. Let's see if this game has achievements.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Alrighty, there are. So that's how we lost
Edie
Molly.
Spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Aww, Christopher.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
Probably because
So,
everybody in the
when
past
we adopted
died.
a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Oh. There's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh. Wait, I still wanted to explore. Climb back through. I want some of that wine. That's wine.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in a new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Dog. Dog.
Whatever's wrong with this family,
Stop.
it goes back a long ways.
characters is an achievement. Don't you think?
I know it is.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Dang.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oof. It's so pink.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Best house ever.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Whee!
That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
I can fly.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
He did.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
kind of dope, though. Do you? Do you, Luna? Oh, by the way.
Yeah, that is pretty dope.
This house is pretty dope.
The
This type of
passages
house
were
I
a
want.
pretty tight fit.
Yeah, it's a pretty
They'd
fun
obviously been
game.
built for smaller hands and bellies.
It's a really good game. I love it.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Alright, now let's crawl back in this. And let's go look. I've already played this game. Well, I've already seen this game be
Whenever
played.
people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Yep. But it's a really good game.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Third floor, what about the other 12? Yeah, go look back and look through all the peepholes.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Sam's thing? Oh, you're talking about... Don't you mean...
As a kid, I just assumed every house had
The other one?
peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Not Sam's, but Calvin's? Where he goes around the... Twins? Yeah. Where
My
how
grandpa
he
Sam spent
swings.
7 years
And he goes
sharing a
swings
room with his
round
dead
and round
father.
and round and eventually he
Calvin.
flies. That one? Or are you referring to a different one?
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
No, I didn't. Alright, then we shall head back. That's a wine wine thing. Alright, so yeah, Sam's the army. Where's his book? Later on in the game. No, that's not Sam's book.
Luna, do you know where it is?
No, I don't think it's in this room. Think his is on the bed? I probably can't activate it now. I probably have to wait. Because some of them you have to activate in certain orders. I'm gonna try these.
Jump down.
I'm pregnant.
Why does she have it?
Because she's pregnant.
Oh, I was right.
Yeah, I said that a while ago. She's pregnant. You got the space kid, but you should be able to get the army kid. I probably have to wait. Because there wasn't anything I could interact with at that time. I will after Barbara. I'll go back there after Barbara.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
The fall.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Barbara's a comic book, yeah, I remember.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise
Ending of Barbara Finch.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Molly, it was the mother's fault.
She'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention
Molly
for
was
Monster
bitten
Movie Fest.
and died of poison by
Just
him.
the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Starvation. I couldn't remember.
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Oh.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
You ever played inside of a comic book? Michael Myers, Michael Myers, Michael. The one I remember. One thing I remembered was the music box key. I forgot about it.
And imagined the worst.
Is it? Clear the table. Beat everything. Beat the room for being suspicious.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Bum, 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 bum.
The lids rattled and grew still.
Oh!
Rick?
You got your
Barb,
butt beat.
relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb,
The crutch.
have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there?
Heck yeah, I get to keep the crutch.
Coming up. But if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Dang, she gonna kill Walter. want to break everything. Oh, it's a spooky, scary skeleton. No, I can't break that.
Walter, are you there? Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Ooh. And this is where we realized it was her boyfriend.
She sensed the story might not be over yet.
Gotta go check, see if the body's alive. It's gone.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Gotcha.
Was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she whispered. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
Dang.
She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara,
The heck?
that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Ha! The pun.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Oh, I thought Walter was getting there.
Walter didn't die yet. Well, Walter's dead, but that wasn't his story.
Oh, everyone's dead and got
Yeah, she's the last one.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Let's try to figure out Sam's. My man, Sam.
Maybe you have to somehow get up to his part.
No.
You know how there's like a stairway across? Maybe you have to find a way to get up there.
No, it's not a stairway across, stairway up to that area.
See?
Yeah, I know, but there's nothing you can interact with, because you would see the...
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Welcome back. We finished the story. We were just trying to mess around, see if we can get Sam's to pop up. But right now it's not happening. Fort Sam. There's classified. Here's the other captured.
Okay, well go to the basement room.
We shall go to the basement.
Wait, see if there's anything else though. 'Cause,
See anything else where?
like, see if you can find anything else.
We can't go up. We can go back down.
And down again.
Whoop. Okay, so we've already looked through the library peephole.
I wonder if that comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the basement.
So finish that floor. That's all I needed is Sam's. Sam's and Walter's. Only the fan didn't seal off the doors. Such because they would have sold it for Walter was Barbara's brother. The one under the bed. Let's see, hold up. Let me press that one. Let's see, where's Walter? Yeah, Walter's over there. We know about Odin's. We don't know about Eddie. We got Molly, Barbara, Calvin, and current me, which is Edith. I don't remember the story much either.
Wait, there's some over there. No, back. To the right. Look up. Oh, those were just windows.
I'll say I can't go over there. I have to go around.
Mom said the basement was
So
off
this is going to be
limits,
Sven's story.
unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Gotcha. No, Walter's room was empty.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Did you?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Yeah, my eye.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
See where Walter had gone.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Dang. KK. See, this is Walter's stuff. This is how Walter died.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Dang.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of...
No.
waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
I can mess with it. Joe.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still
Mess with
can.
it. No. Let me see.
It has a thing for a backup pin, so I was trying 1330 and 2005, or let me try 2006, sorry.
I know it's out there,
JJ.
somewhere.
Try again in 28 sub. Okay.
We don't have internet. We don't need
They don't need internet for a pin. To get into a thing.
Whatever killed Barbara.
No, it's not. That's not what it is. Not what it is.
Really? That's the password?
What was it? What was it? An L. Who did that? I tried JJ's thing, but it didn't work.
And Molly.
Let me see it. I'll get rid of it. By administrator encryption.
Alright, so what time do we have to leave? It's an hour to the airport. You gotta be there at what time?
It says the flight leaves at 6.
So you gotta be there at what, 4?
Believe so.
So we gotta leave here by 3?
I guess.
Alright, well right now you suck.
I apologize.
It's okay. I got you.
You and your uncle are gonna take a shower and then I'm gonna come out here and watch you play.
Oh, no, not together. Did you just say you and your uncle?
No.
Told him me and your uncle are gonna
Me and your uncle, and I'm like,
Oh, come on. You wash my back, I'll wash yours.
You scrub my belly and then I'll think about it.
You right? But anything under the belly button costs a little extra. Aw, crap. I can't change it to just swipe. It says turned off by administrator, encryption policy, or credential storage.
So now it just has a password whether you want it or not?
Correct.
Well, just remember it's a L for loser. Y'all can take one in the morning. I know, but there's 3 of us.
In the morning.
Dude, 5-minute showers.
5-minute showers in the morning will not hurt you. You can get up at 5:30.
Besides, I'm taking my shower after Uncle.
It is in the morning, the water will warm back up, and then you guys can get started.
Honey, we're all going to be heading out at like 3 a.m. Y'all will have plenty of hot water tomorrow morning. You guys had all day, all morning to get it done. If you didn't do it, that's not my problem right now.
You had an extra vacation.
Maybe this is all a mistake.
Nothing in the way your butt smells.
But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
But no, you can get up early and take one.
Welcome back. We broke a hole. I probably should have continued down the rabbit hole, though. Network quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. Who moved my phone?
I want you to know, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, she's got something.
Oh, why
I'm
depressed?
going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Is it because I'm about to get hit by a train?
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
That's not a sun. Walter died in 2005.
Walter died when I was 6.
Can't change it.
My mom never told me he was down here.
Just keep it as a fat L. Because it's apparently what you took.
I'm sure my mom was.
I didn't put it there. Oh, wait a minute. Let's look at the family tree. So the next one would be Gregory. So we missed Sam.
Wait, how did the swipe turn off then? It says swipe.
Gotcha.
It's off by administer.
Yeah, administrator. You can't do it. You can't fix it. But see, look, you do the L. The loser. Oh wait, I did. Can't do swipe. We gotta go back to Sam. Gotta figure out his book.
Nah, I'd rather do this.
You'd rather do what? Nah, yours would be big fat L. Just remember, if you have a password, you gotta let your mom know. That's nice. You should just keep it as an L.
But then I'll change JJ's and JJ won't be able to get into anything. It'll be logically recorded.
Oof, wrong way.
I got this.
Alright, well then I'm gonna leave it alone.
Wait, it's your closet? Put like a lock on the closet or something, dang. I'm about to cheat.
What is it now?
Must be some form of diary.
Yeah. I used the towel. Okay. I switched them out.
Alright, boys, it's bed. Joe, let's let mommy have that tablet, because y'all have been having issues with stuff after night time.
Well, okay, so there's that.
Make sure to put in your room before I leave.
Gage, you want this light on or off?
Off, please.
I'm gonna go shower off now.
Yeah, lock your closet. So this is Calvin's stuff. They're supposed to be, but I can't find it. And it's not showing up. Either that or I broke the game. Because after Calvin was Sam. I've checked the up top area. Yeah, there's nothing I can examine, and this is way too dark. See, if I were like fall on the bed or something, that'd probably make sense. See, there's captured. There's also a book on captured right there. It's a pogo stick. There's that. Sam's not there, I think. So Sam's is not in here? See, I thought that was the case, but I'm not 100% sure because he didn't... After he turned 18 and left, he never came back to this room. Is what he said. Is what the audio clip said. So I don't think Sam's would be in that room. I think his would be in a different room. Because that was his bed up until he was 18. Then he enlisted.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Let's see, let's go through here. Check that. Wow, everything is so freaking dark. Same as before the youngest death. Yeah, I believe so. I don't think they're in order. Like, according to timeline, because we already got Odin, we got Walter, we got Calvin, we got Barbara, we got Molly. I don't think I've missed anything in the rooms. Wasn't it Gregory that was the smallest? Youngest death? Yeah, Gregory was the youngest. Gregory was only a year old when he drowned. Actually, we can guess that Molly died in 1947. Odin died in 1937. Yeah. Molly died first, besides the Odin. So it goes Odin, Molly, 1960, Barbara. Greg's was his parents' fault. Yeah. He drowned.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
I'd end up like Walter? You mean
But
stuck in
if she
here?
never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Wait. Crap. Saving.
Now that
I
there's
can't
only
go back up.
left, or maybe two.
Dang it. I wanted to go back down the stairs.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
This is where Walter died.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
You should.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Nah. Curses don't
But I
end.
thought
That's
you
why
should
they're
know about your
curses.
family.
Yeah, see.
And the history you're a part of.
No,
But
this
to
is
be
the
honest,
end.
I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Nah.
And when you look at the house,
I think they're just,
that history
I don't
of
even think they're
imagination
cursed.
and stubbornness and madness.
I think they're just
Any
connecting
of
dots
it
of
seems
things that aren't there.
possible. being surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
You're right. Must be a way back in the house in case we forgot something. Breaking over the generations.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine. 2 had been my fault.
Okay, so there's Zerpy, Zoe, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr., Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Bailey, Shotzi, Oliver, Shadow, Christopher, and Bob. And then there's a frog.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
We've seen Molly's. We've seen Calvin's. We have not seen. We've not seen that one. We've seen Walter's. We've seen Barbara's. We just need Gregory, Gus, Don, Sam, Eddie, Milton, and Lewis. Wow.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
The house. It's been a while, so I don't remember.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Just jumps.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Yeah.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Oof.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
What about my man Gregory? He only got to live to be a year old.
Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday.
If that.
And find everything out for myself.
My man Gregory didn't want to die. He just wanted to play in the bubbles.
But looking back on it now,
And Rubber Ducky.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yeah? climbing up the ladder. America. I was gonna see if there was a way down.
Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Ooh. Oh wait,
Sam
the
spent
hunting
his life
incident.
shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Okay, so that's how to get to a new area. That's Sam's story.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Alright, let's go see Sam's story. The hunting accident. If I remember right. I was looking at how he died.
I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are going to last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
Took a picture of my daughter.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I time it just right so Duck couldn't please
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Okay, I'll
Just be
try
careful.
it.
The camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad.
Puppy.
It's starting to clear up.
Still freezing, though.
Aw.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hey!
Hey!
That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always going to be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was going to be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found
My
an
grandpa?
old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Well, I want to check something. Joanne.
Let's see. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo. Could have been.
Get a picture of a freaking deer. Well, where's the deer at? I am looking. There's that one. I gotta find the deer. And I gotta zoom in order to see the deer. Duh. Oh, wrong button. It's not my fault I can't see the dang deer. Oh, there it is.
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Dad,
Let me get behind you.
do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. Great
Bang.
shot, Don. I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Falls off the mountain. Karma, bitch! Mess with the deer, you get the antler.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Now, how did Dawn die? Simple, with these deer hands.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
I think this family has just lost a lot. Oh no, it's Gregory. My man Gregory. No. Gregory.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
I'm gonna do Gregory's real
At the
quick.
time, it was as far away as she could get.
Who doesn't like my man Gregory? He's a happy baby. And he likes frogs.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Until we got here. Oh yeah. Yeah? Go ahead.
Hand over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to...
Gregory!
What his world was like.
Maybe.
He reminded me so much of Calvin.
I'm a frog!
Whatever it was, he saw. It sure made him happy.
It's a whale. Whee!
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
It's so cute but depressing.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want to get ready for
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory,
I feel ya.
about everything.
I'm a frog. I'm a frog.
You know what happened wasn't your fault.
It's my friend, Mr. Whale.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
My man Gregory. We just wanted to play with the frog.
can't imagine what it was like for her to lose two sons after religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
We slide down the pole. No, that's about it.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry in yet.
This is for Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Yeah, there we go. We would have missed
Our
that.
father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Whee!
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
I'm gonna have to be right back. I'll just leave it on pause for now. And yeah. Was it comment 69? Oh, my back.
I tried to talk him out of it,
Hold up.
but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom.
Just riding my cat. Yes.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus
What do you mean, a
declined,
girl's
and as
name?
a sign held up his
Oh,
middle
female
finger.
name? Ooh.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans
let's
did
see.
that day was go inside the tent.
That'll be a good backstabber female name.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad
Emily,
rudely made.
I guess. Yeah.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Ah! Attacked by a tent.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day.
Oh,
Out
it's a
there on the beach
jellyfish.
alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Oh.
But I didn't. Until we found you.
My man Gus, all he wanted to do was fly his kite.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
What is with them naming me after named dead dudes? Like, can you think of something that's not dead? Like, oh, I don't know, what is the list of... Like, see, Gregory, Gus, Milton, Lewis, Edith, Sam... A lot of these are just, like, really old names. Like, there's not even a generic name like Steve. Where's the Steve at? Or a Billy. You can name me Billy if I was a dude. Oh, we're about to learn dog.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Milton Lewis.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
When is this?
And for a while,
This game?
things were good. Almost normal.
Takes back a long time.
But it didn't last.
Hold up, wait. I'm checking the room. No, nothing to check. To teaching to learn, Dawn Finch. Oh snap, she was a teacher. When does the game take
Beginning
place?
of the end was Milton.
Well, I mean, okay, so she's 1999 is when she was born. So it would be in like...
10th birthday.
And Edie died in 2010. So this has taken like 2015, 2016.
When Edie gave him a castle. after Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
I'll break into Milton's room. Okay, they're very common. Common? Milton? That is an old name.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Where the hell did Milton go? I know, we're about to find out. Aw, snap, he pulled a Jacob Emery. He pulled a Jacob Emery. That's what he did.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
The world may never know. Yeah, 'cause see, here's the door that he painted. I have no idea.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh. Maybe foul play? Maybe his mom? I mean, that last line probably has a meaning. Whatever Milton found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out. So Milton probably found something he wasn't supposed to, and
Mom
to keep it a secret,
blamed Edie, but I
she
think
killed
Lewis
him,
blamed himself.
buried him.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone
Lewis.
always told me to stay out of Lewis's
Aw,
room.
snap.
Except Lewis.
Look at Lewis's room, it's dope. Probably found out about the uncle. A closer look. Okay, so I looked through all the peepholes possible. Hey, you got your 100.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Dang, Lewis. We get it,
Lewis
you
and I
vape.
spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
What if I said hello out of 100?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew.
Take my fish.
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Aw snap, I'm a sorcerer. I am a sorcerer.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats and toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna look at the achievements for a sec. Okay, to let the drunken sailor finish his song. Play Calvin's story. Okay.
I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then.
Aw snap, I'm playing some
Daydreaming of the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Yeah, I remember.
Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
What about it?
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Yeah, I remember. She's a backstabber.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Dang.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for
radiant rainbows.
Radiant rainbows. He followed the sound of her silver harp.
Oh, I missed him now.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
This is me.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
He had become a god.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salad, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Yay! All my friends! Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Including the wise Calico who insisted on advising him.
Mucho appreciated. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing
This
left
was
to
me
do.
at my old job.
Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Dr. Emily North. North.
My brother was
We
really
got that
cool.
Lewis.
I wish you could have met him.
We just got one more. And that's my girl Edith. Oh, wait. Go back. Because there's stairs that lead this way, too. No. Other way. This way. Went there? No. That's not the way I wanted to go. Go the right way. There we go. Oh wait, they're broken. Duh, I'm stupid. Welcome back. I got my crown and became king. It seems like I lost my head as I was rolling on the floor laughing. Oh, snap. Did you? Dang.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
No, it's broken.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Edith.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
My man Gregory didn't ask for it.
For a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
It's a quill.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Dang. Follow the lights.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Your granny died. No! I am an innocent child. I did not kill anything yet.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
You're just assuming.
Dear Edith,
I was the one that killed them all.
there's so many stories I wish I could tell you.
I'm almost done with the game.
There's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
It's not that long of a game, but it's actually really, really good.
Went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
She just wanted to see her house.
Lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
It was the original house where she wanted to go.
I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh. The wine and the medication, and then she drowned.
I got turned around. I started seeing things.
A deer.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
And then we go through the door.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith,
oh, monster
what
house.
What are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
She broke my book!
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
You monster, you broke my book!
To pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Do the wave. Hey, I do the wave.
We both tried to make the best of it.
I didn't try it yet.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while.
Wait, which Finch is she? Dawn's my mom?
And then she didn't.
Dang. So that's how Dawn died.
And then I was alone.
Okay. I forgot Dawn was your mom.
The last Finch left alive.
Yeah,
until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
I wonder who the
If
dad
we lived
is.
forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Died from childbirth.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Actually, I think her son is, because they never mentioned the father. She never mentioned getting married. So because putting those two together, I think that something happened to the father, or that since her name was still Finch, that when she did die, when he was born, he took on the Finch name. Because her name was still Finch. If you looked on her wrist. She isn't married. Sam 1. Okay, that was Edith's brother. Milton. Boy Milton. This is how the creator's fam died in history. Probably. Or the creator just thought of deaths on the fly. Maybe. Or something similar. Because looking back, how the dates of when everybody was dying, it was really common for them to die that way. Sure, some of them were accidents like Sam's, but young parents accidentally leaving their baby in the tub and stuff like that, or a little kid flying his kite in a on a stormy night. Those were common back in the day. As for Barbara, that would be a rarer occurrence, because kidnapping still happened. It's the hungry, hungry Molly. Or Molly starving to death. That was probably during the Great Depression. I don't know, I didn't really look at the year when she died. Well, I did, but I don't remember it. Something unusual since no one knew what really happened to her. Yeah, all they found was her ear. And it was put in what was it? The ballerina box. The music box. I think for Milton, he just ran away from home. And he was never seen again. So they don't know if he's actually dead, or if he fell into the ocean or something like that. But there's a chance that he could still be alive. Hope the kid died naturally. Yeah, of course. Edith Finch team. The end. The replay a story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Let's be Calvin again. See, this is the fun one. And then I'll show you Gregory, which is the sad one.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Calvin was rather
and
unusual.
That he never talked about him.
Not really.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Yeah, but I want to show my aunt the Gregory's.
How
even though Gregory's, because Gregory's the saddest.
By Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Dang.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Was this intentional?
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Yeah. Well, also, look, his legs broke.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe
Calvin's
if I
leg
hadn't
is
said
broke,
that.
so that's why. And look how he says it. So it wasn't murder. He did it on
Maybe
purpose.
if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Like dying before eating a mushroom and dying in this way. Yeah, because he always wanted to fly.
And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Where's the achievement? There we go. Loop-de-loop-de-loop. Then let's see. There is 3 left. There's let him finish. Let the drunken sailor finish his song. I tried doing that, but he did the song forever. Then there's catch 2 rabbits with only 2 swoops, and take both paths to the house. Alright, so all we gotta do is this. Yeah, Lewis was the fisherman, and then there was Molly. Let's see. Molly died in 1947. On my phone. That's not my phone. I'm gonna look up when the Great Depression was, because if it's within that time, then it was common for people to die of starvation. Depression. So okay, so it was 1929 to 1939. So no, it was not during the Great Depression. She was born during the Great Depression. See, look, she was born in 1937, and in 1939, so she was born at the end of the Great Depression. Let's be Edith, so we can walk the other way home, and get that one. What remains of Edith? Then the mom was calling her fat and doing something bad. No, I think she was misbehaving. And then starved. Well, no, I don't think she actually starved. Because she was hungry. But there was also something that crawled under her bed, so she was probably bitten by a snake. You know? Because we never actually saw what the creature was that crawled out. And it wasn't like the big monster, because the big monster didn't move smoothly like a snake. Yeah, the monster was fake.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago.
Usually,
open immediately.
When a kid says monster, it's something that they don't normally think. And since due to the illusion, something crawled out of the toilet and went under the bed, and last time she's seen is going to sleep.
Maybe she thought I'd know.
That's also a way how.
Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Because it technically didn't say that she starved. It mentioned a lot that she was hungry and she dreamed of food, which is signs of starving. But it doesn't mean that she's has malnutrition. No, that was all a dream. That was all a dream. What was real though is that the snake did crawl out of the toilet, and while she was dreaming about food, and then she went to bed, she was bitten by, let's say, a venomous snake, and was poisoned to death. Okay, well, we got that achievement. So let's pause. Now we gotta get the Molly one. And then we gotta get the Lewis. We gotta get 2 bunnies and 2 swoops. Molly's is kind of trippy. Remember, kids, when you're hungry, eat your Oreos. They probably did. I wouldn't be surprised.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
When you're hungry, eat Christopher.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back. I ate a lot of things that night. I kept eating and eating. Then then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
The berries could have been poisonous.
And
That's also something. Because notice how she eats the berries before she dreams? So they're probably poisonous.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I want to catch these cat paws.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
I'm a kitty cat.
I jumped
Meow.
and I almost got her. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. I gobbled her up.
And then bam!
And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Bunnies.
Rabbits.
Here they are. I got one.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one.
You one bit.
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Where's a mama rabbit?
A mama rabbit.
Got it.
She
Got
was
it.
almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
See, she started choking.
And suddenly,
Started choking.
I was a shark.
Okay. So the berries that she ate, along with other things in her room that she was eating, is what caused her to die. Because she could have had an allergic reaction and started choking in the middle of the night.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Okay, so that's how she truly died. Was that she probably was allergic to the type of berry. And because since she ate it, she was choking in her sleep. And since the doors were locked and she couldn't get out, she was going to die because she couldn't feel good and she couldn't breathe because she was choking.
Lewis's room smelled
But she wrote it all down.
Very familiar.
And due to her delusion of being hungry, that's the reason why that was, that's why her mind was altered towards hunger, because she was starving. Now this
Dear
one,
Mrs.
I gotta
Finch,
wait for the drunken sailor.
As Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand
And
your
then we got
desire
all
for
the
an
achievements.
explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Yes, yes, she did.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that had not names. He knew it was all in his head. And he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Man, now we're from 2D
But
to
he found
3D.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
That's one way to get through work, though, is to just daydream
So I
midway
let him
through.
go on.
You just work on autopilot.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Now we just gotta figure out how to get the drunken sailor to play.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
True. If you have fun at your job, then it's not work.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
True.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
What do you
So he could do whatever he wished.
Go right? No, I go straight. I'm just trying to wait for them to finish the song.
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
Where's the achievement? Because they finished the song. It's bogus.
It became a game for him.
We gotta finish the level and then get it.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
I think you ended it. Probably. I probably went too far forward.
New Louisville.
That sounds like the end of the song.
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the
Minneapolis.
cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
So Lewis was decapitated.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
Beautiful prince.
beautiful prince.
That doesn't even make sense. It would be a handsome prince and beautiful queen.
The prince was on his own quest for...
Well, let's go to Sinister Serpents. Well, yeah,
Sinister
he
Serpents.
decapitated himself and put his head through the thing.
He followed the sound of his
Electric guitar.
electric sitar.
No, it's not considered that he was gay. Because it never stated anything about him being straight or gay. And you get to choose the option. It's not like a mandatory.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
So it's not more of a must-have. It's just
Even
assuming.
then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Handsome queen versus beautiful king. Even so.
For someone who'd never known success in the real
I'd
world,
go for the handsome
I think
queen.
it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salad, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
And he won't even notice me walking past.
Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
What do you do with all these dead fish? What do you do with all these dead fish? What do you do
Began
with
to
all
despise
these
the
dead
man
fish?
with a
You
royal
just make some
contempt.
sushi. My man Lewis,
I still thought I could save
he's
him.
not all there.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Oh yeah, we're all dancing. Probably. Then reopened its sister location a year later.
And insisted on advising.
Molly. Oh no, Lewis knew Molly. Oh wait, their mom got a cat named Molly. Got it. I remember now.
His prince waited, holding
Yeah, after Molly died, they got a cat, and they named the cat Molly.
There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest, I think you know.
Confetti!
Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
The gauntlets.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Let the drunken sailor finish his song. What? I want to figure out how to get that achievement. Waiting. Oh. Did you see who signed the letter? It was, yeah, I noticed. I noticed that earlier. Emily North or something like that. Okay, so I know it was this one. This one is the drunken sailor one. Just let it load. You gotta become a cat again.
December
And go
13th,
meow.
1947. Dear Diary,
It's when we're a
I'll
monster on the
be
boat.
gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
No, I said it before then.
The food was dry, but I didn't
Before we did that mission. Hey, what was the bookmark? Probably a cattail.
I kept eating and eating.
My name's Molly. I drink all the toothpaste.
I ate a lot of things that night.
And I eat fake berries.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
And suddenly...
And suddenly...
just jumps through the chain. Oh, over the chain. Got
I
it.
was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. I jumped and I almost got her. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
I'm Googling.
Are
you Googling? Here we go. All we gotta do is be the monster and then I'll end the string.
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
rabbit. A dried carrot with the germ food harmless to people. Maybe. No, no, you could still eat them. It won't kill you. Your stomach would probably just be upset with it. Where's a mama rabbit?
A mama rabbit.
Aw, snap. Mama rabbit gonna get swallowed whole.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Toothpaste is definitely... No, you can eat toothpaste. Or else I'd be dead. I used to eat toothpaste all the time when I was a kid.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat,
Probably.
juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Gotcha. Down. You're about to get sharked.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm a monster. I like how Molly's story gets 2 achievements.
I was big and real quiet.
I wonder what you are. I think you're some type of octopus.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor. No! No! I gotta start all over. I almost had it. I failed. That makes me mad. So close. Gotta speedrun it.
December 13th,
It's a quill.
1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon,
That's what it is,
but I
it's a
wanted
quill.
to tell somebody about what's going to happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. I kept eating and eating
Probably.
I ate a lot of things that night.
It makes the most sense.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
I think it's mistletoe berries, to be exact.
And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. I jumped and I almost got her. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. I gobbled her up. And suddenly,
I'm an
I was an
owl.
owl. First,
What's a mama?
all I heard was the wind.
I just had
Then
it.
I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
They're over here. Oh no.
Rabbits.
Chase them rabbits.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Eat the
I
rabbit.
swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I
Probably.
flew off to find something bigger.
I could probably eat that truck.
A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. Then suddenly, I was a shark. I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Seal. Scare a car on time? Probably.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
There she is. Oh no, wrong way. Oh no, I lost it. There it is.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster. I smelled people everywhere.
Must move forward.
I was
Okay, this
big.
time don't kill the guy. Let us finish the song. Imagine if you saw a shark rolling down the mountain. Yeah, I'd be kind of tripping out.
I wanted to stop.
Or I'd probably just dismiss it.
I didn't.
Belly
I remember learning this song. I did it for school. Like middle school? Junior high? Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. Andy's a sailor. It's almost over. Oh, wait. There's like 2 more things? Actually, what the drunken sailor is an anchor. The drunken sailor he's referring to is the anchor. Oh, when up she rises in. Let him finish. Alright, well, we got all the achievements for the game, so I'm in the stream here. Hope you all enjoy. I'll plan on streaming whenever I can, depending on how scheduling works. So until then, bye-bye.